Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Will kick this deep, begin the game. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. The Turner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Set up. It's a first down play. To throw, it's Lopez. Wow, taking a shot on the very first play. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Ponies. No chance to catch him.
What a way to start this game. This quarterback saw a matchup that he liked. He had a one-on-one opportunity. He takes it, and there's the accuracy and the arm strength that we've talked about with this quarterback. Full display here on the opening play for a touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs, you get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack. How about the big nose tackle? Known as a run stopper, but he gets to the quarterback that time.
Yeah, usually the big man is off the field when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You know, you said, Chris, this guy's usually known for just eating up blocks, but the big man there shows he's got enough twitch to get to the quarterback, and he gets a sack.
With the catch, it's Finley. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. It's a draw to the back. He shreds the tackle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Lopez. Tight end makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line, brought down at the 1.
Boy, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they're able to get him down. A field goal would make this a 2-score game. They elect to go for it on fourth down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, SMU.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's fourth down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. A quick throw out left, complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Fighting off the defender. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Hand off to the single back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Now the all-important extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 20. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, your best player has got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead,
can he reach the end zone? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Back to pass. It's Lopez. The short completion of the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
High completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Well, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop. And there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. The Mustangs come to the line in a hurry up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To the air, it's Lopez. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns at last possession. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well. And, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but is
going for a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They call the counter run here. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 32.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he will score. Touchdown, Vols. So we're all tied up after that one, Cook. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ponies.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Try to add the lead now to PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Hands it off on the counter. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Volunteers have 1st and 10 here. Inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They get him down with the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Dropping back. It's Lopez. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking free at the 35. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. As a design quarterback keeper. They stop him, but it's a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line in a hurry up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
See if they can convert the point after. PhD is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff, and we'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And this one will be fair caught. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Extending the play now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They chased him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go as he's being hit. And it's picked off over there. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Not a real good throw here. Put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw. It's Lopez. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Finley. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And that pass falls incomplete. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. Oh, and they pick. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he scores. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive.
Take over. 1st and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Pressure is coming.
Boy, that was close to a safety. In fact, I thought with that sack, we might see the referee step in there and put the 2 hands over his head, signaling that it was a safety, but somehow he's at the 1-yard line. Very fortunate to avoid giving up 2 points there.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Tries the quick throw. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
1st down and goal now, and they punch it in. Grab behind the line, it's Finley. And he shoved out of bounds for the defense short of the 1st down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give.
Touchdown, fouls. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. That strong coverage, though, he tackled him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Scanning the field. It's Lopez. It's a quick grab. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Makes a quick catch.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The SMU offense is back out on the field now. Remember, that last possession went for it at 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. And the Mustangs will come to the line to run the hurry up. To throw, it's Lopez. Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quick throw complete to the tight end. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Tennessee 45, SMU 35.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Back to pass. It's Lopez. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? Back to throw. It's Lopez. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. The quick huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Touchdown, Mustangs. This offense really clicking. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
A gain makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a shotgun run call. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Handoff from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice.
But his defense is doing everything in their power to try to rip away at that football, realizing that clock is becoming their enemy. They may not get many opportunities to have a chance to score if they can't come up with a big stop.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
Tennessee, 52. SMU, 42.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Steps out at the 6. That's a very poor return. Not what the coach was looking for. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Lopez. Quick throw over the middle. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
The secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought he was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside there. On this winds up a safety.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome this safety. But this late in the fourth quarter, down now multiple possessions, this one's all but decided.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Return brings it out to the 32. And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. He has first down yardage at the 46. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.